Marriage made in heaven. After that disastrous attempt. Maybe I won't kill the suspect this time. Damn, that's unfortunate.
Alright, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site, the coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
He ran the light on Olympic, and we finally collared him on Temple.
Well, I'm still trying to get over me fucking up that last case. Cases you have unlocked or downloaded can be accessed for replay via the cases section of the main menu. Well, I don't want to go and replay through the entire case just to fix that one wrong thing. That lady's going to be pissed at me. I don't think she was too happy with me to begin with. Yeah, Ray's Cafe. We'll have Stefan drive. I don't know how much time has passed since that happened.
You're behind the wheel.
Because the captain seemed pretty pissed at me. This is why I should not be a detective. I don't know. Standard
Looks like the
protocol.
DA is gonna press charges. And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let him go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Like what? I killed Gabriel. He's not going to want that. And the council, or whatever his name was, he didn't do anything wrong. I don't think it was just his car. Anyway, Ray's Cafe, 4:26 a.m. God damn, look at all that blood. That's disgusting. And random lady, whoever that is. And a bartender. Yes, I know the people.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Dick is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal
Was that me over there?
Right now,
Anyone just see that guy leaning? Okay, it's a guy. Let me see this.
Phelps?
Guy dressed very suspiciously, almost like me. Okay.
Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Why am I picking up his hat? He wasn't even wearing a hat in the cutscene, was he? I don't remember. Ugh.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
He would need a lot of ointment if he wasn't killed by the hood ornament or whatever. Even more blood.
This blood is a long way from the body. The car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
It almost gives the impression of a spider. Anyone else see that? Impression.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Supposedly. And I remember this because there is a knife in the trash can. Come on, zoom in. There we go.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
It turns out that's the main thing that killed the guy, not the car.
Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Actually, it didn't, though. California Fire and Life. Only 16,000. Damn.
Patterson has life insurance.
Someone wrote, "What the fuck?" It's probably the wife. Anything in the other pocket? Oh, wallet. Okay.
We can notify next of kin.
182 North Hope Street, Los Angeles, California. No money was taken. He only had like $3 anyway. Wasn't worth it. I liked his wallet, its monographed LP.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Coroner's report. I don't know who I should talk to first. Probably her.
She's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski.
Eyewitness report.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Damn, she's sure about that.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
We can run it by R and
Tell me
I.
more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
She's lying or doubting.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper.
And a man's
Trying
dead.
to find
God
work as
damn,
an
you people are
actress.
shallow.
Things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Does he have small feet? Anyone knows that?
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so?
I didn't say you were
Hope you
pretty.
find that driver and put him away.
15 experience.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room. I'm Detective
Oh, there's
Phelps of the
another newspaper.
LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Hit and run incident.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Esther and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside.
Well, I thought you said the owner was on vacation. Or no, he didn't, did he?
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
That's truth, I think.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind
I wonder
of
if any
special.
of the people he ever
Was
questioned
Lester
sees his
drinking
little
wine?
notebook what they think.
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
Argument overheard in bar.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Did you see that? Can't tell.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and
Leroy?
Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy.
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
Joint business venture.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Isn't poker illegal to have in bars?
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
I need to call. Thank you.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thank you.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
That seemed like the nice place. Next place to go. Alright, Shelton. Now let's go to Patterson first. Break the news to the wife. Can't have her living in suspense for the rest of her life.
Can you drive to this one?
How the hell did he get so far back? Let's see if they have anything interesting to say. Man, that car needs a wash. Nope, never mind. Patterson residence, 4:34 a.m. Didn't take 3 hours at the cafe. These times are unrealistic.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
We can go investigate a little bit of some stuff first. Unless they're not going to let me. No button prompts are coming up, so I'm guessing they're thinking, nope. Alright.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
Damn.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
This was 3 years ago, lady.
So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Not great.
Well, well.
Banging the grieving
Nice to
widow?
see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
I said banging.
All
Alright.
wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
You're lying.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Little man?
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit and run, detective.
Ugh.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna. It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at
Hophead?
me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Man, this lady's cold.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to give him a stake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
Damn.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here. I don't like that guy staring at me. Alright, we gotta call R&I again, I think. Man, that lady's cool. She definitely had something to do with it. A random cop over there. She definitely had something to do with it. We'll figure it out.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks, ma'am.
Alright, let's, we have to go investigate the driver, right? Might as well go do that first. There we go.
You know the way. You can drive.
It's a lucky break getting a partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
Why don't they just stop?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff.
Right. Well, in hit and run, the perp is already in flight.
Okay. That was weird. Shelton residence, 4:48 a.m. There's the car. Oh, we're waiting until he comes out, I think. Yeah, 7:43 a.m. I'm guessing that's Shelton, and he's the driver, and he was in on it. Or something.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Apparently not.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Damn. He's a damn menace. And they call me a bad driver. Or a hazard to public safety. That sounds like me. God, what the hell happened to that guy?
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
I'm doing my... Get out of the way, goddamn. If you see this coming down the road, don't get in the middle of it. Stay on the frickin' sidewalk. That's what it's there for.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Wonder he killed someone driving like this.
Captain's not gonna be happy about that damage.
Don't let that asshole get away.
All right, I give up. That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Yep. Come on.
Put your hands in the air!
There we go.
How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Well, looks like we're off to the morgue. I don't know, something's fishy.
Can you drive
here.
to this one?
I don't think the kid did it. Okay. Jesus Christ. These people have no respect for the law in LA. Anyway, I think the kid didn't do anything. It's definitely that Sabo character. He did something. Condemn me, all who are something, and that's nice. Central Morgue, 8:51 a.m. Mortuary night entrance. It's day, though. That's not the... Where's the coroner? Staff... Here's the coroner.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week. You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
I told you it wasn't the
Been
driver.
doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness.
Oh, that's just all.
Bring her in.
Well, it's time to arrest Mrs. Patterson, the grieving widow who's getting banged by Sabo. I just heard an ice cream truck. Back to the Patterson residence. There we go.
You're behind the wheel.
Did I ever tell you guys how they got all of the streets to look 1947-esque? They had some aerial photographer actually took pictures back then, in the early 40s or 50s, and they just copied his maps from that. I think they did that. I believe that's what they said. And that's pretty cool.
We've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Oh
Put the
boy.
gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's a
Lorna?
crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake.
Ah, great.
Too late, Sabo.
Add another body to my history with the LAPD. He's gonna my captain's gonna love that. Get out of the way! Really, guy. Well, that guy was too crazy. I had to put him down. Whew. Never gets
You
any
look spooked,
easier.
Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
I didn't shoot him like that. They made me put it like that. Back at Ray's Cafe.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Well, now he's actually happy actually killed somebody. The third degree. Correctly branch every question and every interview in a single story case. Cool. Oh no, damn it. I swear I'm in the stuff. 5 stars. Another visit to Ray's and you have seen what Leroy was prepared to do to avoid jail.